You're listening to the RMTV podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the RMTV podcast. And look, it's not Geordie, it's Olivia. How you going?
Hi guys, I'm Geordie's sister. I will be filling in today.
You're the long lost sibling from Ireland.
Correct.
The red hair.
Yes, nice to meet you all. It's my first day in Australia.
But yeah, you did come on last year, didn't you? So former referee, one of the greatest referees, people are saying.
Yeah,
right?
some may say.
And if you guys want to watch that, scroll back a few months. It is there. You talked about a lot of times where a few games got called off. There was a
Bit of controversies. Yeah.
But well, let's get into it. So the Women's State of Origin kicked off last Thursday night, and then we were treated with a triple header on a Sunday. Blues 11 and Queensland 6 at McDonald Jones Stadium. It was a pretty close game, but a lot of people did say there were a lot of errors, a lot of drop balls. What was your take on the game?
Yeah, well, it was Blues' first win up at Newcastle, so that was a good start for them. With the errors, I would say, obviously the women, they haven't played football since the grand final last year, right? Competitively. Yeah, well, they've only trained.
Yeah, true, yeah.
So a lot of the reason for those errors, they start training for Origin, not knowing who's in the team with their squad of 30 or whatever it is, back a couple months now. So without any footy, you could imagine that's probably what's producing those errors compared to the guys who, you know, they're coming off 12 rounds or so before they play or, yeah.
Yeah, it is a funny one, but like, what do you think about the scheduling as well? I mean, look, it did come out. It was the most watched rugby league game out of men and women on Channel 9 of all years. So like, people were tuning in. Yeah,
interesting. Yeah, I think maybe because there is those 3 games and
it's more of a series now.
Yeah,
I think yeah,
it's got that hype around it.
Do you think it's good that they're going for like, you know, a separate series instead of, you know, playing before the men's?
Yeah, like definitely. I think it deserves its own schedule now based on, you know, participation, more teams. I think it's heading in the right direction for sure.
Yeah, it's well, yeah, Blues got the win 11-6, and I think the next game, Suncorp during Magic Round. So I think they did that last year. They'll kick it off.
Yeah, that definitely brings up the views and the hype, and obviously everyone else is in Queensland, so they're going to get the numbers at the game. It will be a good game, obviously Queensland home game and Blues out to win as well. Yeah,
it's we will be talking NRLW soon as well in our segment. It's gonna be a nice segment. But we'll get into the round that was. So Friday night, the Doggies lost 12 to the Cowboys 28. Reid Marnie against his old club was giving it to the Doggies fans. And your fiance, he was at the game, was he?
Yeah, he was.
Tragic Doggies fan.
I've heard he left 5 minutes early in disappointment.
Yeah, well, there's actually a Dogs fan out there, Mila, and he's very against that. He sits right to the end, and he wants to soak in all the pain of a loss. But
it was a hard watch, as he said. But I think, a lot of that. Doggies fans are expecting Crichton to come back and magically fix the form, but obviously not the case.
I think Crichton's still carrying a bit of an injury, and it's just, I don't know, like the Dogs. I heard James Graham on Triple M say, you know, they got to fix their attack, but he still believes they'll make the top 8. Do you think Dogs they're going to make the 8? Will they come good under Galvin in the halves?
You know, it's hard to say, but I definitely think they'll be on the brink if they do make it.
Yeah. And, like, even to Cowboys' credit, they're just flying under the radar.
They are, yeah. Well, at the start of the season, no one was really talking about them, but they've pulled off some good games. They've got Para next week, which will be another easy win, no doubt.
Yeah, well,
As a Para fan, I can say that.
We'll get into Para soon. We'll talk a bit of Para in there. Oh, I backed Para for the 8 this year. And
it's never too late to retract that.
I know. But and then the next one on Friday night, the Dolphins, fins up, baby. 28, Melbourne 10. Poor old Melbourne. We've never seen this. I mean, Melbourne's history goes back to 98, I think, but in the first time ever, they've lost 7 games in a row.
I don't think anyone can put their finger on what's gone wrong here. Honestly.
It's the cliche, we're doing the right things in training. you know, but we're not getting the results on the field. I thought, well, they were up 10-0. And then they just blew it.
I know. It's usually the other way around. They come back and, you know, but
I thought Grant, you could tell he's looking frustrated at the minute right now, and even Munster. But like, you know, maybe Munster goes to Perth Bears. Who knows? Maybe he wants to get that little cash bag before
times
he
are
ends his
tough,
career.
and he wants to move on. You think?
And poor old Bellamy. The news came out as well throughout the week.
Yeah.
So obviously he's got that to do.
Yeah, I
with
feel like that's unlucky timing for them. You know, given everything that's happening and the form. Yeah, it's probably not the attention
Do you think if they keep
they
losing,
want.
do you think Bellamy might just like walk away?
It's hard to say. I don't think he would be the type to do that, but at the same time, if his health deteriorates, might have to, you know.
And then the next one, the Milk, Canberra 28, Titans 12. Bit of a poo slinger this one up at Seabus. Benny did text me and he goes like, "Oh, was it Geordie?" And then said, "You know, like where the fuck is the crowd?" But then again, Titans are just that one club. They have no fans.
Do we have a crowd attendance figures for this game?
I could probably tell you what it was. It was probably like 9,000.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know, but no, the Milk, Canberra. You know, Ricky's always on the sidelines. Old Sticky.
Yeah.
He's one of my favourite coaches. He's on the sideline. Benji's trying to copy him now.
I've seen that. I've noticed that. Was he down in Leichhardt though on the sideline, Ricky, that game? He was?
Oh, Sticky. Oh yeah. And he's chewing his gum.
Yeah. Oh, that's half the coaches.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Story has it he chews the gum from game to game. Like he keeps chewing that gum.
Just keep like gobstopper.
He doesn't stop,
time.
Ricky.
Yeah.
And then let's get into it. My tips this week probably is very disappointing. I tipped Parramatta. And then to a surprise of a lot of Parramatta fans, they said to me, why even they tipped the Warriors. I thought maybe an upset at home, but the Wires 36-14. Tell me what's gone wrong with the Eels.
You know what?
Moses is playing.
One thing that has been good for us is Volkman. He's been in some good form, scoring some tries in the 4th minute for this game. So that's something positive, but, you know, it's not a one-man team with Mitch Moses. Like, I think injuries, yes, you can blame that, but our development players are coming through and, you know, they're either not getting opportunities or they're going elsewhere. So I don't know what Riles is going to do, yeah.
Yeah, it's... It's a tough hill to climb if they're going to make the 8, especially with all the players out. And I think a lot of fans have already conceded that it could be a write-off.
Yeah, the draw's not in their favour much either.
You reckon they were handed a pretty shitty draw?
Yeah. You know, I mean, some teams we play twice are the better teams, so...
yeah. I think Chook's only versus Eels once. I think in July, so that'll be a good one.
Yeah.
I think
Where will you be?
I'll
that
be
game?
in the States.
You won't be at the game, okay.
RMTV on tour, but no, it should be
more to come.
Yeah, more to come. Yes, more to come. But yeah, poor old Para. Do you think Razi's? You reckon he's the answer though? Do you think he's the right coach to turn the ship around?
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like if we were ever going to win the comp, it was back
with BA.
Yeah,
Brad Arthur.
Back with.
Were you a big BA fan?
You know what? I feel like I grew to like him over the years, and then he's
an acquired taste.
Yeah, definitely.
And
rumors has it he's coming back somewhere. I don't know.
Could be.
See,
Mal might split the dummy after 1 year at Perth.
Who knows?
They've got a few issues there.
Well, their players. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get into it. And then my Chookies, 38 to Broncos 24.
Thoughts on the game?
Well, I was there in the pen with the boys, and
the drum was out.
Yeah, credit to the
Hype
boys.
was out.
Full credit to the boys. No. It was a good game. Half time 24-0, and I'm like, fuck, this is exactly. I wasn't nervous before the game. I felt like we already had the win.
You had the confidence.
A lot of confidence going into it. 24-0 revealed that. Teddy is just looking unstoppable at the minute.
What are your thoughts on the Teddy Cherry Evans combo?
I think it's coming together nicely. We're coming in around 10, and it's exactly how I've pictured it. Give it another 10 rounds, and I think we'll be sitting in the top 4. I There's only that. I'm being biased. There's just that one team we're going to get past. It's Penrith. And we'll get them on grand final day.
After what we saw tonight.
Well, yeah, look.
Could be easier than you think.
Yeah. But yeah, Chookies. Yeah, dominating first half. Marky Mark went off with it. Syndesmosis injury, I'm pretty sure. And then Cody Ramsey came on. That was a feel-good story.
That was, yeah.
Cody Ramsey, country boy from New South Wales, had a lot of time off. Started at Saints. And I think it was over 1,000...
1,000 and something days.
37 days, and he's back playing footy. He loved it.
Good for him. Good for him. I'm glad that the Roosters gave him that opportunity. He's
Yeah.
been playing in Cup, and he's been looking good. So
Exactly. Roosters, we don't always buy players. We actually give people opportunities.
develop them.
Yeah. It's like DC. Like we got the sombrero, but it's an opportunity for him to excel at such a fine club.
All right.
But yeah, no, and then Broncos. I thought, oh shit, here we go. They scored a few quick tries. Even they had a player in the bin. I think Katoni went to the bin. Yeah, Katoni. He did that shot on Hugo Savala. Just a nice little elbow to his head, really, really
Chooks fans got up for that one, didn't they?
Did you hear the boos for Ezra in the crowd?
I didn't, no.
Yeah,
At the game?
There was a few
Yeah?
boos. It was Ezra's first game back
Yeah, right.
since that whole incident happened.
Yes.
Like Spencer.
Maybe that's why his minutes were reduced then.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I thought Walsh's first game back a bit quiet. Teddy showed him who was daddy, I thought.
Again, wasn't there a game last year where that happened?
Yeah, well, round one last year, we lost like 48-12 at home against Broncos.
Yeah, maybe it was the other way around. Walsh over Teddy. Yeah, so they got one back.
Yeah, they did. And Spencer. Spencer didn't play much at all. I thought he came on and like Robert utilised Nat Butcher a bit more. He scored a try.
There's something going on there.
You reckon?
I feel like there's more to that, yeah, definitely. Because Spencer in his prime, right? Unstoppable.
I want that back.
He's the first pick. Yeah, I know.
I really do because
Yeah.
unless Michael Chamis of PNG fame's in his ear saying, mate.
Well, now
The
that
dollars-
Luai's there, could be a possibility.
And then today, on Sunday, Newcastle 42 to Souths 38. This was a high-scoring game. I think Nui, they can smile with the win, but, I mean, defensively, right? What's that? Your maths is better than mine. Was
6 tries?
80 points were scored.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in total.
Yeah.
So, a high-scoring fest. Up at Nui, have you watched the game at Mac Jones in the Hunter?
I've refereed there. I haven't actually watched a game there.
It's
But
a
I'd
good
like to.
ground,
Yeah,
eh?
it looks really good. From what I see in the Women's Origin and Newcastle, it looks like a really good stadium, hey?
Yeah, it's I think they're doing renos for the Andrew John stand up the top. I think a mini cyclone fucked up the stand, but once it's at full capacity, it's always good, Nui, and they love their footy up there.
Yeah. In terms of this game, I didn't know Souths had this many points to score, hey?
They did.
I didn't know they had it in them.
They had it in them. It was one of those back and forward games. Error, try
for try, yeah.
Try for try.
Thoughts on Latrell?
Yeah, look, Latrell, he's playing well at the minute. Didn't get the win today, but yeah, he's looking good at centre. Latrell's a centre. We always know this. He doesn't get picked for the Blues.
Another one that Roosters developed.
Yeah, another exactly.
Nurtured.
Exactly, junior through the system, just like I've made Taylor Lasali, right? Proud junior. Winston Hill's in the east.
Yes. Yeah.
But no, I think Latrell dominant at centre, even at the end there.
Yeah, he's got to be an Origin player.
When he steamrolled Ponga, he's doing what he did at the Chooks.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was just wasted out the back at fullback.
Yeah, not getting enough hands on ball.
On the fitness.
Yeah, that's it as well.
And I think Wayne, he's been in the game for years.
Yeah, he knows best. And I think Latrell respects him in that way too.
Yeah, and he would have just said to him,
yeah.
"You're going centre," and that's it.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Wayne. That was that. But yeah, I found funny, like, from a referee's point of view. So I was watching this game. There was like a few minutes left. South were trying to get the win. Penalty was blown. Ponga put a hit on. And the ref goes, reduce your force. Like, it wasn't even high. It was just reduce your force. What do you think that was blown? Is that?
Yeah, referees or the laws say that it can't be late, high, or dangerous / forceful.
So that's
so
where it comes into play.
Yes, if it's forceful, under their interpretation, then that constitutes the penalty.
Right. It was a funny one.
Yes.
Because they got the penalty, and then they went Latrell. They went double bang to Latrell on the left side, almost scored. And I don't know if you caught it, but then a fight broke out. Cody Walker didn't throw, a bit of push and shove.
Yeah.
The cameraman almost went.
The biff.
Yeah. I love the biff. And Cody Walker.
We saw a bit of biff tonight in the Manly Panthers with Nathan Brown getting a bit heated off the back fence in the scrum.
Yeah, but that's Brownie. He was another one developed by the Roos. He had his time at Parramatta.
They keep coming.
Yeah, they keep coming. But yeah, credit to Nui. I think they verse a big test next week. They're versing a Dragon side who are searching for a win down at the Gong.
I'm feeling lucky for the Dragons.
Coming
off a bye, coming off many losses.
Is it their time?
Chance.
Is it their time for who debuted again? Cade Reid.
Yeah, I think it's Cade Reid's time to shine.
And then Cronulla, like the Sunday just went forever and ever. 52 Cronulla, Tigers 10. This means Tigers cannot win the premiership. They've been defeated by 50. As
they
the letter
were
of the
due
law
for a
says.
loss. They were due for one. They've had it too good.
Yeah, what'd you think about this one? We watched this game.
Yeah, Sharks just dominated the second half, as we can see.
And I think I remember you saying Nico Hines, it's the most he did in 5 years.
I just realised that Nico Hines plays for Sharks after many years of absenteeism.
It would have been good there. You would have had Buzzy Rothfield up the back there. He's retired now.
Sussing everything out, yeah.
He was actually spotted in a supermarket on one of those old mobility scooters. Old Buzz. So
good old Buzz.
Yeah, he's
buzzing around.
He's buzzing around the Shire, as he says. He loves his Shire.
No, that's gold. But good intercept from Nico. I think that was the highlight of the game.
Icing on the cake. And
cherry on top.
What I want to ask you is, do you think the news of Luai signing with PNG, did this play a part in their loss? Was it a bit of a distraction?
I don't think so. Look, Luai's a team first, so...
Well, he did say that.
He did say that. That's a quote from him. You'd think that they just would have put up a better fight like they have in previous games, but that just wasn't there today.
Yeah, I think after coming off that win against Canberra and the scenes at Leichhardt, that hill, it was just...
couldn't be matched.
Yeah, people are asking, would you rather the hill or Coachella? And, it's a hard debate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was definitely more atmosphere on the hill at the 8th. I saw videos in Coachella, and I don't know what it is with crowds in America, but they're just, standing there and...
with phones. Yeah, there was not a phone in sight at the 8th wonder, so I've heard.
No, there wouldn't be.
Yeah.
No. And, so Tigers, then they'll be up against Melbourne. That'll be a good game. That's if Tigers show up. But I feel like Storm, it's statement time.
Yeah. It's hard to know.
And then Penrith. This was 18 to Manly's 16. What would you take out of that?
I think Luke Brooks had to step up. Inexperienced half-second NRL game.
Joey Walsh.
Yeah, which there was glimpses of talent from him, but I think Brooks had a part to play, and I don't think he did that, especially given the sin bin. That was their time. They've made a couple errors, forward passes.
Yeah,
I ran away from them a bit.
I went the bold tip. I went Manly to win. I mean, I'm paying $4.50, which I thought they were way outsiders. I thought maybe low threes, maybe $2.90, but you're up against the best of the best, right? And the errors just killed him. Knock-ons here, forward passes. They were lucky to get that try.
Yeah.
When Cleary got he I don't know what Manly player, but he ran on his inside shoulder. Well, outside shoulder, sorry.
Yeah, the non-obstruction.
Yeah, and
that
the ref...
was an interesting one.
Well, who was the ref?
He was saying that...
What was the ref's name?
Wyatt.
Yeah.
He was saying that something about... I can't remember the word he used, but I've never heard of that.
Not in the ref vocabulary?
Not in the... Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, yeah, look, Manly, they put up a fight. Will Fosbor continue to live on? Maybe.
Time will tell.
They didn't get flogged. They were in it. I think they'll take
They did well, considering.
They'll take a lot out of this.
Yeah, definitely. Some learnings.
And
a couple injuries, I think, too, for Manly.
Yeah,
HIAs. So
that
we'll
as
have
well.
to see.
but Penrith, are they the real deal, or you think they've come back a little bit, even though they did win by 2?
They're the team to beat.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I just don't like saying that. It's just I'm sick of them.
Come on, Roosters, with
Yeah. Someone's got to do it.
all your developed juniors and
We develop
all the
them
money from Uncle Nick.
Yeah.
The RMTV podcast is brought to you by FDS Eyewear. FDS Eyewear is your one-stop shop for quality, affordable eyewear. With the latest lens technology and weekly eye testing services, FDS Eyewear provides competitive rates over the larger optical retailers. Visit their store at Wentworthville Plaza, just a short drive from Parramatta.
All right, well, let's talk dribble of the week here. So what do we have here? So we got PNG signing Luai, right? Kind of came out of nowhere, I thought. I think Monday the news broke, or I think Tuesday.
Well, he was spotted at the airport.
Yeah, look,
And at the footy, and everyone knew then.
spotted tour of Papua New Guinea.
With the family, with the private jet. It's a good gig. The private jet.
It is nice. It's a step up from he's got to ask himself, where would he rather live now? Well, obviously he's made the decision. He's going from Penrith. I think he still lives out in Penrith, playing for the Tigers or Papua New Guinea. It's going to be a bit of a change.
Yeah, but with his Polynesian background, he said it's not much different from Samoa. So
I think they're going to treat him like a king there.
yeah, well, first marquee signing. I think they did that strategically for sure.
I think so too. And Michael Chamis, very former journalist, he was a very smart man. Like, he took on Phil Gould on 100% footy one time, and he can back it up. So he's got the brains for it, and I'm sure he will be, like I said earlier, I reckon he's calling Spencer Leniu, calling the likes of Toto, calling the Brotherhood.
Yeah, I believe that they'll be on Penrith watch list, hit list.
His radar.
Yeah.
Do you think well, yeah, look, that it's pretty cool as well, being player number 1 to be signed.
Yeah, definitely. That goes down in history itself, right?
Yeah, yeah. And do you think they're going to win a comp in the first 5 years? Matty Johns reckons they will.
It's hard to say, but
Maybe.
I'd probably, possibly. It depends who they get, right? But at the same time, how many years does Jerome have left in him of
True.
the level he's playing at, What type of, are they getting 1-year players that are at the end of their career just for the experience?
Bit of a transit lounge?
Yeah, so it's hard to say.
Well, I mean, who wouldn't? Like, it's like, all right, player A's at Canterbury, they're not going to extend my contract. Oh, PNG, here's $800K tax-free.
Yeah, that's the big thing, right?
Money talks. And, like, there's so many questions got to be asked because, like, it's for 10 years, the tax incentives. After that, that's when they expect all the PNG, like, juniors to come through the ranks. And that's when the team will look a bit more, I guess, from Papua New Guinea.
Yes.
But do you think the poor old Perth Bears, which start training at the end of this year, do you think they're a bit left in the dark here? Do you think they need assistance from the NRL?
You know what? I do think that it is quite inequitable. Just
Great
for
word,
the players
great word.
who have already signed to going, hang on, like if I knew this was an option.
Good point.
That too, and their roster isn't full yet, is it?
No, I think they got about 6 more players to sign.
So I feel like any of those possible signings are now in two minds about where they're going to end up. They do get those offers from the Chiefs.
I think it's a very volatile situation here because it's tax-free dollar. I mean, if you're a money man, you're going to go, all right, we'll go there.
Or if you haven't got long left in your career too,
Yep. And you got to think, all right, I'm going to Perth. Like, we're going to AFL Heartland on the other side of Australia. You can do a lot of travelling. So you better fucking like flying.
Long flights, every week. That's probably more of a journey than it would be to Papua New Guinea, hey?
I think maybe a flight from Sydney to Papua New Guinea, maybe 5 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it could be interesting. Like,
that could play a part in how they do as well. All that travel, like New Zealand's not that far.
A New Zealand to Perth game. You'd probably put that on Magic Round, wouldn't you?
You'd think so, but these are all the things that will have to be considered, right?
Perth to New Zealand. What that would be like? You could fly to fucking London quicker, couldn't you?
Sydney to Bali.
Yeah, I didn't realise Bali's so close from me, though. Isn't that
Papua New Guinea to Bali.
No, Sydney to Bali.
They should do a Bali round.
You know what? That's actually a good idea. Because they've done Vegas for a bit.
I think it's time to make the move.
You got to look at rugby league. You got to look at the demographic, the force behind rugby league, right?
That's right.
How many rugby league fans? I might need to do like a bit of a survey here. Get some statistics going. How many rugby league fans, I'll say members, have been to Bali? What percentage do you think that is?
Well, if we're talking about the Bintang singlets and, you know, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
The Bali Jimi Hendrix, of course.
Yeah, Jimmy,
and, you know, the Finns Beach Club. I think we're talking...
Leg sleeves as well.
Over 50%.
I like that. Yeah, in total of every club, yeah, I think
I'd
you're looking
say
at like 58%.
Yeah.
And look, even like Nelson from Melbourne, he went to Bali, got in a bit of a fight there. So the players, now, like if we're talking players here, what percentage of players have been to Bali? That's in the 80s, right?
Who was it? The Newcastle Knights boys? Who
Yeah, Bradman Best went to
prime
Bali,
example.
got his leg sleeve done or his arm sleeve.
Classic.
It's so rugby league. Go over,
It
get the
is.
sleeve done.
You know, quick buy trip for the boys.
Well, yeah, I think it was 2 years ago. Knights were going through a horrid
Horror.
loss of runs.
Yes. So Bali for a week.
Bali could be the answer.
Could be.
A Bali
Solve
Magic
the
Round.
problems.
Well, where are they going to play? They're just going to play footy on the beach? Like,
Beach
I don't
footy
think I've
round.
ever seen a stadium in Bali.
Yeah, no. I think it's probably soccer, if anything.
I think that could be a bit of a disaster, though. I'm starting to think
Yeah.
about it. You know, rugby league fans, you know, if they get caught up in a bit of a Chappelle Corby situation.
I think there's too many temptations there. I feel like there's enough trouble with them here. You know, in Australia, it could be.
What if, you know, it's all hypotheticals here, but what player, you know, if they all had a Magic Round in Bali, what player is going to get on the headlines?
If I had to pick one player, it would have to be Big Red Corey from Canberra.
Horsburgh. Have you seen his new like hair? He's rocking like the T-Man, or he's just got like a mad mohawk, buzz cut mohawk.
You know what?
And he's a part of your village. Isn't he
Yes,
from your village?
He's actually Geordie's cousin.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, he's in a league of his own. That bloke.
He would cause a lot of rugby league trouble in Bali.
There would be a send off, and then he would go straight to, you know, elsewhere and straight to jail. I think.
Fins, tattoo parlor, resort, repeat.
Haircut, maybe a massage in between there somewhere. Straight to jail.
Maybe a few darts with Ricky after a loss as well.
You can chew some gum.
No,
awaiting the court hearing.
It could be on Volandi's cards. It's I don't know, because you know you want to go to the big show like your Vegas or with London. Go where it works, Bali, maybe Thailand.
Yeah.
Ladyboy Land.
Yeah.
You've been to Thailand. Would it work?
Yeah. Let's just stick to Bali. Stick to what the Aussies know.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, let's talk with the Perth Bears, right? Similar situation. You know, we're not the biggest AFL fans here, right? But there's been a lot of chatter lately about the GWS Giants, right? In Western Sydney heartland, and from an outsider, from us looking in, you know, they're asking, has it worked? Has the expansion worked into Western Sydney? AFL trying to like knock down the door of NRL, and like, do you think it's worked? Them having a footprint in Western Sydney, because when I think AFL, I just really think Swans, and like. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they should be relocated to Canberra, because I don't think do people really care about AFL in Western Sydney?
Honestly, no. But somehow they managed to get 80,000 fans at a game.
Yeah. Well,
so I'll give them that. But honestly, when you turn on the news on a Monday morning, the sports segment's talking about rugby league. They're not talking about AFL. So I think that's your answer, right?
Yeah, it's a funny one, and like even. Because I was just reading into this, and they signed Israel Folau. That was their big rugby league signing, right?
Yeah.
And they thought that would work, you know, generate fans. But I feel like there's a few AFL fans, like maybe your North Shore, like over in your East, but look at the Swans. And I think the GWS players live over near the beach.
Special
anyway.
guest appearance by Sydney Sweeney today as well at the Sydney Swans game.
Exactly. Maybe she should be appearing at NG Stadium Homebush for the Giants. Maybe that's what they need.
You know what?
The PR team, come on.
That would absolutely get the fan base going for sure.
So, like, linking it back to Perth Bears, do you fear what's... I mean, look, the Giants have been around, I think, 2010. They've made one grand final, lost it. Are Perth Bears looking down that similar path? Or do you think the Perth Bears could be like a Melbourne Storm?
You know, like, that's quite possible that they are. Do we know their feeder club?
Yeah, well, I think they do have a rugby league competition in.
Yes.
But their feeder club will be the North Sydney Bears.
Yeah, exactly right.
So they'll be getting fed players from
yeah,
here.
similar sort of thing. Like Melbourne players were from Queensland.
Yeah.
Development program. So they're not actually from the state they're playing in, which means there isn't any reason why, you know, they can't be a Melbourne Storm in their prime. But yeah, like I said, I think it depends on what their roster looks like after the Chiefs have come in
They got to get a full roster
the
first.
market. Yeah, that's it.
And it would be a bit concerning if PNG could get a bigger roster before they do. And they're in the comp next year.
Exactly.
And PNG aren't 2028.
Yeah. So I think that, like, who made that decision? Waving around the tax-free card before.
Albo did.
You know, like, it's just the timing's not right. And I feel like it'll come back to bite them, the NRL, in some way.
I think the only thing I can take out of the Bears and the Chiefs is, you know, I like to travel a bit. You know, went to New Zealand. I like to tie it in.
That's a good point.
When the Chooks play.
Yeah.
And
round 1, Chiefs vs Chooks, PNG.
Imagine that. Like, I'm thinking safety-wise, like, you know, what they might have their Caxton Street in PNG. I don't know if I'm brave enough to walk down the middle of the street chanting, like, you know,
well,
fuck the Chiefs. Like,
they would definitely have to put some measures in for that, right? Or like NRL hotels or
I think so.
something along the lines of that if they want, you know, people travelling in. Because when you're thinking or looking to go interstate, even New Zealand, Queensland, Melbourne, for us in Sydney, PNG isn't going to be on the radar at this stage, is it?
No, it would be. I'd have it on my bucket list. I reckon it'd be pretty dribbly.
Yeah, definitely.
Just like in the stands, just with all the PNG
We'll give it a
fans.
couple of rounds and see how it's tracking.
Like, even this year, I was going to go to the Roosters Sharks game in Perth at Optus Stadium, and then my mate was like, no, just wait out. And it's true, because once they're in the comp, I guess it's a reason to go across.
Yeah,
out
definitely.
west. Have you been in WA?
I haven't, no. It's definitely on my list, though.
A lot of Irish as well. You might
I've
have
heard,
some relatives
yeah,
there.
or the mines. They're there for the mines. I've heard it's nice.
And so this topic, I'm looking forward to this one now. This was actually your idea.
This was not my idea.
It wasn't? Well, whose idea was it? I guess we'll find out. Maybe it was ChatGPT's idea. So, Geordie and I have been doing a few little fun segments over the past few weeks. You know, some of the worst jerseys of all time, some of the best and the worst of. So this week, we're talking rugby league hotness, right? So
Talking about the good looking.
yeah, the good lookers, the not
lookers
so
in
good
league.
lookers. We'll do the good lookers this week.
All right, we're going to start with you.
Me.
And we're going to start with NRLW's top
What?
3.
NRLWs. I'll do the NRLWs, you do the NRLs. How about that?
Yeah.
I have to say Jamie Chapman. Great rugby league player.
There was no hesitation.
No hesitation.
You've already thought that out well and truly.
Yeah, I think just very attractive. That's all I can say. But most importantly, great rugby league player. That's what we got to talk about here.
And the personality.
Yes, and the other one on my list, Shaylee Bent. Short and sharp here. David Fafita, you're a lucky man. And I think she's signed with the Dragons now, I think.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but she's in Sydney now.
She's back in Sydney.
Back in Sydney with the hubby.
Yeah. It makes sense.
Fafita.
It makes sense.
She was up at the Goldie for a bit there. Great rugby league player once again. And then the third and final one, Indy Bostock.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, old Bostock plays for
Jack
the Saints.
Bostock's sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Great rugby league player.
Runs in the family.
She runs good shape. Yeah, just a great player down on the South Coast. And I hope she has
love the default. Just a great player.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
at the end,
great. I know.
Just to justify it.
Yeah.
It's not just about the looks, is it?
It's just the eyes. The eyes up footy from her. She could be the reason the Saints win the NRLW this year. So
Interesting.
Credit to them all. I hope they have a great season. I'll throw it to you now. What NRL players really are? Stand out for yourself or stand out, I guess, for a lot of people. I'm probably not the only one that thinks Jamie Chapman's like. I
feel like. Actually, last time I was on here, I spoke about
you did
my Jared Hayne.
That's a big call, the old Hayne plane.
Yeah, I did speak about him. He's obviously a past NRL player now. But why don't we talk about coaches?
Yeah.
Because I've talked about Hayne. That one.
Well, the Hayne plane's a goodie. Like when did your love begin for Hayne?
Well. When
he started doing the plane?
Ever since, I've gone for Para my whole life, since I was in kindergarten. Obviously, growing up right next to Parramatta. So, yeah, that was his prime back then. Yeah. The Hayne plane, everything was about Hayne. So, I guess, yeah.
Does he still hold that attractiveness? Like, he's put a bit of the cake on now?
Yes, he has. He does. I remember crying the day that I found out that he was going to NFL. I was so upset. I saw the front page of the newspaper and I was like, this is a nightmare.
Then he came back, played for the
Titans.
Titans.
He came back, and the fact that he just did not come back to Para really didn't sit right with me.
Didn't he? I think he did come back to Para, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
If he did,
he didn't
much. Play long. No. It was like a Kieran Foran situation, like came for the money and then left as quick as he came.
He was that's when Para were playing at a call. That's when Combank was getting built.
Yeah, so yeah. Anyway, regardless, the looks are there. Coaches, okay. All right, first one. You're gonna have to guess them. I'm gonna give you hints. Okay, first one is a silver fox.
Ivan Cleary.
No,
silver fox.
Yeah. Think local.
Local.
Silver fox from Western Sydney.
Cameron Ciraldo.
No. Strike 2. Strike 3 and you'll never know.
Ooh.
Western Sydney, specifically from Parramatta.
Oh. And he's a coach, current coach.
Yes.
He coaches for a club.
Yes.
It's not the Parramatta coach. Jason Ross.
Yes.
Interesting.
Hey,
okay.
This is in like no particular order.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Jason Wright was number 1. Okay. The next one I'm thinking of. Former NRL player.
Okay.
Which a lot of them are, right? So recent former
I think I know
NRL player.
Is it Hot Boy Foz? Kieran Foran?
It's Fozball Foran.
Yeah. He's...
there's not much selection and it's not going to be a Wayne Bennett, right? So definitely Foz.
What stands out for Foz?
I think it's
his
the
voice,
eyes.
the eyes.
It's the eyes.
Actually rocks a fine chest piece. Have you seen that?
I saw a bit of it today.
Yeah,
under
it just
his polo
peeks
shirt.
out.
Yeah, it was just really. He has nice eyes, but humble
and he can
beginnings.
coach. He can coach.
He can coach, as we've seen. It's done a lot for the game.
And who's your third one?
Third, also a former player of recent times. I'll give you a hint. His signature move was the flick pass.
Oh, Benji.
Yes.
Benji from Whakatane?
Yes, that's the one.
Marshall. Yeah, wow. So what about current players? Any players stand out?
Current players? No, I think we'll stick to coaches. Yeah. Maybe next year.
Yeah, that could be another segment. I'll leave that to Geordie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw some names around. But, yeah, I mean, there's a few other very handsome coaches out there. Ivan Cleary. Desi Hasler in the day with his hair. His luscious hair.
If you say so.
It's just what stands out. Like, you could sometimes Des would be in the box and you could I don't know what product he'd put in his hair, but it was he looked after himself, Desi, and I think he's back on the Northern Beaches now. I think his heart lays with the Manly Sea Eagles. And what other coaches?
What about what is the biggest coaching blow up you remember?
Oh shit.
You remember seeing like the biggest blow up?
Like just in a box or just like...
Yeah, in a box. Like the camera goes to the coach.
No, it's bellyache. It's Bellamy. Like you can't get past.
It's got to be, right?
Like poor Bellamy.
He's the only one that Just has no
number one.
hesitation in showing it. Him or Ricky?
Yeah. And what's
It's
he
gotta be
what's he
him or
going
Ricky.
through at the minute? It's terrible, but yeah, best wishes to Craig. But yeah, I think a few weeks back when Melbourne lost, he half time just gave this massive spray.
Lost
Buck,
it. Yes.
walked out.
What about
But
Madge?
he
Madge in his prime too.
Oh God.
At Tigers after that thrashing with the Cowboys. The content that came out of that one. I will never
What was it? Tales of Tiger Town?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was rough. Anyway, better days these days for Tigers. So
I don't know who thought
It's
making that
history now.
doco was going to be good. It was quite.
yeah,
It was something
It was
erratic. A lot of
Yeah.
F-bombs. But Madge, I think he's turned it down a bit
Yeah,
tone-wise.
he's found his club. He's calling the Broncos.
But I think back in the day, like, Jeff Tuvey's got to be an investigation in that. That's rugby league history.
Oh yeah.
Um,
It's always Manly.
yeah, it is
It's
too.
always something. K.
But yeah, you don't really see much blow-ups. Like, there's so many very mellow coaches now. Like Robbo, you don't really see him ripping.
Serraldo's one.
Serraldo's
He
very.
never really wants to tell you how he actually feels.
Do you think is that because Gus has him by the leash?
I feel like that could be the case, but he seems like he's holding back. He's
He might fucking
He's not
lose it
speaking
soon.
his mind. He's just really not. You can tell. He says every game's a good game.
Yeah, and he actually said, dropped the N word by accident, in a press conference last week. Don't know how that one slipped out. He was meant to say there was a few niggles. The other one came out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Has to be an investigation into that one too.
The RMTV podcast is brought to you by The Legal Problem Solver. The team brings over 25 years of experience in wills, probate, estates, conveyancing, property and commercial law. Connect with The Legal Problem Solver on LinkedIn, Facebook and Instagram.
All right, let's look at round 10. So, I'll tell you what. These rounds keep flying by. Anzac weekend went by 9. Now we're at 10. The Finns, $1.58. Doggies, $2.39. Do the dogs get it done? Do they get it done? What do you think? It's at Suncorp. What do you think?
I don't know. Hey, just with their form recently, they either make the flight this time, and
True.
they turn up, or they don't.
Well, like you said, some of the players didn't turn up on the flight, got to Brizzy, and got absolutely smoked by the Bronx, and they had a few players out.
Bit embarrassing. Pretty much the Q Cup team for the Broncos. Hey.
Yeah, look, I'm going Finns 1-12.
Yeah.
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 Finns
I think
1-12
that's a
for
good
me. Doggies attack at the minute just looks.
Yeah. It's not there. They're not working together.
No.
Errors.
And Chookies, $1.15. The Titans, $5.50. I'm going to be brave and bold. I'm calling it a training run. This one at
You
Gosford.
think it's going to be a Sharks type of situation from this round, a Sharks Tigers?
I think so. I think Roosters went big flogging against Saints, tight game with Bronx, training run. I think that what Titans showed against Canberra was just pathetic.
Well,
Titans are
they're
just
one of those teams, they've always been at the bottom. And they have a good game here and there and they turn up, but it's once in a blue moon.
And I feel like rugby league fans have accepted that. They're like the participation team. They're like,
Participation award
well done.
goes to the Titans. Yes, they have the coolest vintage jersey. We'll give them that.
The Chargers, yes.
However,
They
participation award,
They better start wearing that Chargers jersey. That might spark some wins.
it might. Something's got to give, right?
Fuck, they better not wear it this weekend's ass. No, I think, Chook's 13+. What are you going for yourself?
Yeah, definitely be a convincing win.
Cowboys, $1.42 against your mob. Eels, $2.87 up at Townsville. This
will either be close
yeah.
or an absolute blowout, but I feel like the confidence from the Cowboys win against the Bulldogs is definitely going to carry in to this game at home.
Do you think Parra just look a bit lost in a minute, bit of a world of pain?
I think,
Especially losing at home
Yeah.
like that to Waz.
I think Cowboys 1-12.
Yep, I'm going to go, I'll back you. I'll go 1-12. I reckon Parra might put up a bit of a fight.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And then Souths, the Bunnies, $1.52. Cronulla, $2.54. This should be a good game. Souths just lost to Nui, and then obviously Cronulla just smoked the Tigers. But I think this will come in. I think
this is match of the round, hey.
Looking at it, I'd probably have that, and then
probably higher point scoring again.
Are you enjoying the high scoring games?
You know, it's entertaining. I'll give them that, but it's also just showing that it's try for try. You know, the defense is letting up. You know, the attack.
Long gone are the days, you know, us as kids, you know, playing for the Winston Hills Tigers, watch the footy at night, and you'd watch that close game. It was like full-time 8-6.
Yep, or a 10-12 on a Friday night.
It was such a tight game.
It was never a thrashing, hey?
Well, back then, like we're talking, I don't know, like 2013, there was no 6 agains.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't even hear the word hip drop.
No.
And now everyone's getting a hip drop.
You wouldn't hear forceful either.
And 10 in the bin.
Yeah.
That word was not thrown around. Like,
I reckon, there was 2 a season, if that?
It was like, you're like,
It was something pretty bad for you to be sin binned, and there was no send-offs. That just didn't happen.
Yeah. 10 in the bin was like, and then send-off, you'd probably faint.
Yeah.
Like I think I did faint when I saw my first ever send-off watching the footy. But, yeah, no, I'm going to go Souths. I think they're looking strong. Probably the loss they needed against Nui, but Souths by 1 Latrell field goal.
Wow, that close.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be a close one. What are you backing?
Yeah, I'll go. You know what? I'm going to go Sharks.
You're going to back your boy Nico?
Yeah, I'm going to back Sharks 1-12.
Okay.
I think it'll be close, but I think Sharks will get them.
And this could be another good encounter here. Manly $1.88 at Brookie. Broncos $1.96. So this is the tighter odds here. Ooh. You go first. You can tip.
I'm going to back the Broncos.
Oh, the Bronx. Yeah, I think Paynehouse is still out, but they're getting back.
Getting back to their original.
Yeah. They're getting back a few of their cavalry.
Yeah, I'm going to go Broncos. I think 13 plus.
Wow.
I reckon they'll absolutely give it to them at home.
Do you think statement game from the Broncos?
I think so, yep.
Do you think that's going to put a little nail in Fosball though?
It might.
I think this will the Saturday night game. I'm going to go. I better make my mind up. Time's ticking. Manly 1-12. I think they're still looking good. They'll take a lot out of what they did against Penrith tonight, and I reckon they'll just pip the Bronx. And I reckon Bronx might miss the 8.
It's a big call.
They may just slide in, but
yeah.
It's early days. And then Sunday Arvo. This will be good. I'll be watching this one for sure. Melbourne $1.73. Tigers $2.10.
Tigers coming off a loss.
Both teams coming off a huge loss.
Storm coming off multiple losses. They're due for a win. Surely. They've got to be at home against Tigers.
On a Sunday
Gone are the
Arvo.
days where we just know that Storm will win by 50 points.
That is true.
However, I think that it will be 13 plus.
Yeah. Like, you know what this is giving? It's like playing roulette. It's like I'm always a red guy. I'm like, all right, we'll go 10 on red here. It's black. Oh, no, it'll be red again. No, it just keeps going black. That's Storm's losses. It's like, all right, you keep backing against them and they keep losing. Will they make history again and go 8 in a row?
Depends on Bellyache. How he is this week. Is he going to give it to them straight? Is he going to get them in line? Or
I think this is the week.
It's got to be.
Storm,
if it's not now, then when?
I'll go Storm 1-12. I think they'll just get the win. It could be a bit scrappy, but I think they'll...
Scrappy win. They're due.
Scrappy win.
Origin's coming up. The players got to perform.
Yeah, they got to win. And they got to... When Frank Panisi was in the press conference with Harry Grant, instead of Craig Bellamy, there was signs that you're like, oh, you know. Now he's coming out speaking on behalf of the club. It's like, all right, I think they'll turn up. And if I recall last year, Tigers, Storm and Melbourne, Tigers smoked I think it was 70-10 or something. So, Melbourne
Storm
for me.
has to turn up. Yeah, I'm the same.
And then finish off the round, Canberra in the nation's capital, $3.54, Penrith $1.30. What are you going to go for?
I'm thinking there'll be 1 or 2 points in this, if I'm being honest.
We going milk or we going the and you got to answer that.
That's tough.
You got to say milk or
I'm going to say Raiders by 2.
Oh, you're going to go Canberra.
Yeah.
Ricky's going to get up?
Yeah. Ricky's going to have a party.
Ricky's going to have a party. Who did Canberra lose to this week? Oh, sorry, they won. They beat Titans. Yeah, I'm going to go... Yeah, Ricky is going to have a party this week.
He is.
Yeah, I'm going to go Canberra. 1-12. I think Penrith, they might get a loss. I think they're due. They probably could have... They probably should have lost today.
Tonight, definitely.
If Manly held into that ball. But, yeah. Ricky's Raiders for me. But yeah, no, it'll be an interesting one. Hopefully Penrith can just start plummeting.
Let's hope they lose 7 in a row following Storm.
Oh, that would be lovely. That would put a big smile on my face. I mean, look at last year, right? I think Penrith, they started off slow. And then, obviously, they were 1 win away from another grand final.
Yeah, that's
God
it.
forbid. If the grand final was next weekend, who are you backing?
With 2 teams in it.
Yeah, that's normally how a grand final works.
Any 2 teams.
Any two teams, yeah.
Teams. Roosters.
And your Eels?
Very funny. That's tough. I'd probably say Roosters and
Penrith? Or maybe something different.
Penrith or Sharks.
Wow. And then Roosters.
I feel like this year is unexpected, and we just don't know.
I think
we're not going to know till the time comes.
Yeah. It's the most unprecedented season in NRL history.
Yeah, I feel like the top 8 will surprise many. You know?
I think in 2019, when Chooks won the comp, I think from like 4th to 8th, every team was on the same point, so it was that close. So I think we'll see that this year.
I think we're headed for that, for sure.
All right, Liv. Well, thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
To the podcast.
It's good to make my annual appearance.
Hopefully, Para can start getting some wins for yourself.
Hopefully, next time I have some good things to say about them.
Yeah, but
some positive things.
Yeah, again, thank you very much. And guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications so you can hear this dribble. And we'll see you next week.